You're just in time on Market Call for the top picks here from Stephen Conville of Blackmont Capital. Let's start with an exchange-traded fund, and this tracks silver, the iShares Silver, SLV.
Yes, I like SLV because I'm thinking there's really been a decoupling, I believe, from that a relationship between the price of gold and the price of silver. So one or two things has got to happen here, in my opinion. Either gold has got to come off significantly, or silver's got to move up. So I think it's around $16 a share, and I don't think it would be a problem seeing silver in the 24 range if gold stays around 1,000.
So you talk about the relationship between gold and silver. What's it doing right now?
Well, you know, the relationship has come off its traditional ratio, where I think it's about generally, you know, in the 20-to-1 range. But what I've seen is that gold has run significantly up higher, and silver has just moved. You know, it's had a rally, but it's nowhere near as compelling as the gold rally. So if gold stays in the $1,000 range or moves from 1,000 to 1,100, then I think that silver will probably move into the 20s, 24s.
Okay, another top pick, Stephen, is Gerdau Ameristeel Corporation. Is this sort of a stimulus play, a cyclical recovery play?
Yeah, this is definitely a stimulus play, and I caution investors, you know, depending on your entry point, you know, when it goes to $6 a share, that's a 25% drop, which is possible. But this is a stock that I'm marrying to my position in U.S. Steel, and I think that you can probably get a lot of alpha out of this stock if there continues to be stimulus package money going into infrastructure, which demands the use of steel.
And you buy it at this level, 825?
Based on market sentiment, I would probably get it below $8, but I think that it does have a substantial upside.
Okay, and a kind of a similar story, it seems, here is Stantec, the engineering company.
Yes, I like Stantec. It's backed off a little bit in a few days, and it might come down a little more. But I do know that they have more work orders than they do have workers, and I know that, you know, as long as they have more opportunities for business and the stimulus money continues, them being an engineering firm, they will be continued to be called upon to get projects done, because you need companies like Stantec to see yourself through. So based upon my belief in one of the few areas of the equity market that I feel comfortable is infrastructure, I think Stantec is a good infrastructure play.
And how long do you generally hold a stock?
I'm a patient guy, so early exit for me would be a year plus, but I like to hold them for, you know, 2 to 5 years.
All right, you were on Market Call back on June 1st, and you made some picks. Let's go over the past picks here. Gold Corp, are you still holding it? Do you like it?
Gold Corp, I'm definitely holding it. I definitely like it, and as long as we have $1,000 gold, I think that we'll probably get another $5 to $10 in that stock from here.
So is gold going to stay above 1,000? It's sort of hovering right now.
We've got a hovering, and I think that if we start to see either a large amount of market chaos or a large depreciation in the U.S. dollar, there will be a flight to gold. I'm not a gold bug, but I'm thinking that you know, $1,100 wouldn't be unreasonable.
Okay, another one was U.S. Steel. You mentioned that along with Gerdau, so we'll skip past that one. Now, back to natural gas, this HNU, you picked it. I got to tell you, it's down 62% since you chose it. What about this, and how do you play natural gas?
Well, you know, with the double leveraged play, you know, this was a trade that I had made. So, you know, for an investor, you know, you got to feel for the person who has HNU in the portfolio, and they bought it at, you know, natural gas at you know, $6.50, because the leverage and the weighting in the leverage will do a lot of erosion of the principal. So on that double long, I've got to tell you, this is where if you're down, probably the only way to get your money back in the short time, which is not something I'm big on, is to trade in and out of the position and capture back profits where you get rallies in the stock.
Okay, we talked about HNU earlier. A viewer called about it, and you recommended the single Horizons Beta Pro, and you didn't have the ticker offhand, but you remembered it's HUN. HUN.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming in, Stephen. That was great.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Stephen Conville from Blackmont Capital. Our thanks to him. Now, as always, please consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. I'm Mark Bunting. Thanks for joining us. Hope to have you with us tomorrow. Michael Hainsworth will possibly be back at the chair. Our thanks again to Stephen Conville. Don't forget to check the BNN website. You can check out information on Market Call, such as who's coming on the show, past picks, top picks, and things like that. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.